We're here with David from Melon, a helmet range that's going to be releasing in Australia later this year. Awesome product. I'm already a big fan. I'm replacing my generic boring black helmet with one of these babies as soon as it hits the market. Tell us a bit about Melon, how it came to be.
Yeah, Melon was a product of me and my brother after certain years on commuting and also having the desire of just like a good helmet. So we started, as you see, started basically as a kid in the 80s skateboarding with this type of shell, using this all the time. And later on we figured out it's just really to make it cool, put some fun on it, and also improve a little bit, for sure, the existing helmet that is out there for decades of years. And it was our friends, just pushing us to create Melon. We started last year here at Eurobike. Lucky-wise, won directly the award, Eurobike Award 2013. Sent in our designs to Red Dot, won the award 2014, and also lucky-wise applied very well in Switzerland at independent testing. So we can now say that Melon is not just like good looking, it's also just a good helmet.
Right. We'll talk about the techs in a second, but I mean the creative really stands out. Where does the inspiration come? Because as we'll see in a second, there's so many different styles. Yeah. It's fabulous.
Yeah, basically our team was like 50% in the company are all designers and come from an advertisement company. I have also a background in design and later on study economy, and
that's quite a combination.
Yeah.
Creative economics.
So yeah, being creative and having a little bit of sense on making business is maybe not too bad.
I'd be very happy with that that combination.
Yeah. So. The designs are really in charge of my brother. He's like the chief controller, taking care on that everything is super duper perfect, I would say. And now we also have the fun and just let our pretty young team do their work that we want to have them to do. And because it's also about fun, it turns out that friends were like voluntarily sending us in ideas, so we started to adapt them. And you have to understand, Melon is more like a network, and it's not like about a certain designer like Andy Warhol, and then you had all the workshop and everybody does the work that Andy Warhol wanted them to do. So now it's more really to give us their feelings, and we put it on. And so we work together with schools, we work together with designers or artists. Last year we started like the Art on Helmets or Culture on Helmets program with Hungary. We had 20 artists painting on our white helmets, just really giving us their expressions on living in cities, living in the countryside, just on express ourselves, because we see a helmet as a medium, like a hat or a cap. Since years, it's been ever like that. Yeah, and this year we have artists from Romania. Now we start in Italy and London, and yeah, it's
fantastic. So you've got like a mainstream range, and you're wearing one of the mainstream Melons, and then you'll introduce every now and again more creative or freestyle ones like the one I'm wearing.
Yeah, I'd say you say mainstream. I think this is also.
It's not the right word, is it?
Yeah, no. It's a very common design. I think even elder as this type of helmet shell is. Like I think it was '82 when it was created. This is more like the respect. I love like Steve McQueen and golf racing, the '70s and all that. So that's like the golf racing colors, a little bit more sportive, and having this visor, the sun visor. Maybe you remember. Take the American trucks or cars or whatever. You have this extra sun visor for the windscreen and all that. So it should be like a little bit.
You're getting
on that.
You're getting to relive your childhood in this job, aren't you?
Ah, yeah. Right. Now you know how old I am.
Busted. So we've talked about the creative side. tell us a bit more now about the tech specs as far as the product is concerned.
I think this is one of the most important things also about Melon, because we don't want to call ourselves as the inventors of design helmets or whatever. Design is a personal thing, and we know that there are colorful helmets out there since years. It was more about also recognizing that the so-called urban helmets, ours are urban active because you can use them also for sports, really, are more like overage in terms of technique. So you have like a ventilation that is not that optimal.
Not at all.
Yes, a weight that is not that optimal, and we were in sales with this helmets for a couple of years, so we have a lot of feedback from consumers, but also from the stores, and it was always the same. Like, the pro helmets are the lightweight helmet, the better ventilated one, and why are commuter helmets like just heavy and not good ventilated? So we talked a little bit with our friends and also our network. We're sourcing some technology, so we choose to bring this classical, I say, Tour de France technology to a commuter helmet. This is an in-mold helmet. Squeeze some wheels to make it like a little bit more adaptable for a real commuter helmet, because we don't want to be too lightweight, and then you don't have the durability that you want to have at a commuter helmet. So yeah.
They are lightweight though. I mean, I've noticed that straight away. The one I've got feels like I'm putting the one I've got at home feels like I'm putting a brick on my head. This is super light.
It is. We were capable to lower the regular weight of the shell up to 40%, and at the same time, and that was a challenge, increasing the safetiness also, like up to 40%.
Almost a paradox in terms.
Yeah. But then we come to technology. Yeah. So we have the technology is inside in the helmet. You don't see it. It's the way how it is constructed, the way on material that we use, and what was also very important beside the weight. So we start like from 250 and go to 300 depending on size, and regularly it's like 400 to 480, so dramatically less weight. We also put ventilation into that. Also here you don't see it, we put additional angles for the airflow, so when you ride faster you get better air, as usually on this type of helmet, because those holes were not existing before. And the helmet now is also much quieter when you ride faster, because we have really this airflow. We have an internal, I have to put that in the cam. We have an internal distribution system of the airstream that comes in and goes out. And then also combining this idea with the existing technologies like Coolmax material, what is a hollow fabric, so it takes your sweat from the inner to the outer side. And as you see, if I release here the pad, then we have here the channels that you can see beautifully. Those are real channels, not just like looking like it works. Yeah, they help drying the pad as well, because for sure, depending on the weather, the helmet will be always some kind of warm, but then definitely it is warm outside. And I can say our riders in Oman, they say it works, so I haven't been there yet, but they're happy with the helmet, so it should work definitely in Australia.
Oman, yeah, that's pretty impressive. All right, well, we'll look forward to putting them to the test. Can't wait for them to arrive. Thanks for chatting to us, David.
Thank you.